wearing blue suede shoes.
All right.
All right, Blue Cross. Well, there's a story. And that's another one that happened in the old studio. I was in there with Tony, got there kind of early. And they don't like the lights bright. What do you call it, Walmart lights?
Yeah.
No big bright fluorescent lights. So we had just some subdued lighting, and your eyes get used to that. Tony was on one side and I was on the other, and he's noodling around and playing some licks, and I'm sitting there watching and being impressed. Yeah, true, man. I wouldn't lie. Camera roll. So all of a sudden, man, in this dark room, this door swings open, and this shaft of bright light comes right up between us. And we look up, and in strides Shannon Larkin. And he walks in with a big smile on his face, man. I look down, and he's wearing the biggest pair of blue suede shoes I've ever seen in my life. They were cool. They were like 1960s flaky food comic shoes, but they were just cool. And he's smiling and high-fiving him. Come in, man. A little bit of rapping went on for a minute, and then he got behind the drums, so I laid down a backbeat. Next thing you know, we was in there doing our thing and playing blues, and that scene kind of stayed with me. And I got home, and I said, man, this is a song. And I started writing, and there's a thin man walking, and I said, well, I don't know if that's going to float. But he liked it. He liked it, so it was okay. Mikey liked it. So I did that song about the band, and I did it on acoustic guitar, playing some basic fingerstyle blues, nothing exotic. But I brought it to them, and they liked it. They liked the song immediately, and then we recorded it in the studio. And this was another kind of a funny moment for me, because I was new with the band, and like I said earlier, I know who these guys are. Man, these guys have been in the business for years, and they are who they are, all of them. And we recorded my guitar and my vocal, and I had to go away somewhere. I don't remember. I was going on vacation. And while I was away, they went in the studio, and they put the drums and the bass and the guitar and electrified the song. So I walked in, and I never saw Shannon get sheepish with me at all, because that ain't Shannon. He ain't no sheepish Shannon. And he came to me and goes, I hope you don't mind, but while you were away, Tony and I did some stuff to the song. We want you to hear it, and if you like it, it's okay. If you don't like it, it's okay. I went, sure, man. And they turned that thing on, and started out, buy the record, listen to it. It starts out all acoustic, and all of a sudden, man, bass drum comes in, bass comes in, and that thing goes electric and grows a pair of cojones. And I just love that song. I love what they did to it. And after I heard it, man, I get goosebumps now thinking about it. So,
yeah, it must be noted also that the name of this band was Blue Cross.
Yeah.
So that's why it's called Blue Cross. And obviously he wrote it about this band. And then when we got our record deal, there was another band called Blue Cross in America and Canada.
Yeah.
And so we came up with the new name.
And then when we recorded, Shannon came up with another good idea. Well, let's not just end the song like that. Let's kind of sort of make it like it's about to end, but it doesn't quite end, and then it comes back. A little different.
Yeah, so we all, and my theory was, I always heard that song being a real long fade at the end of the whole record, Blue Cross, and with Tony just shredding his lead. But, even though it rocks and all that, it's not like a upbeat, real energetic thing. So the fade would have been natural, and then I thought, shoot, man, let's do some old 70s stuff where people think the record's going to end, and then we come back in. So it was a fun time in the studio, because all four of us got to just go in. Brian had two percussion things going at once. And Tony was learning his amazing cowbell skills.
Yep. More cowbell, buddy.
How not to use a cowbell.
But we put some fun in the end.
Yeah, it was fun, and it was cool. And we ended up, it was like a 30-second piece at the very, very end of the record. So, but it kind of ended on a happy note. You could hear Brian doing his Indian yells or Indian war whoop.
The war, yeah.
If you really
The
listen
war
to that
cries.
zone, you can hear us yelling and screaming in there. It was
Yeah.
a good time.